Imagine this. You're searching for that breathtaking luxury villa in, say, glamorous Marbella. But what if the absolute best ones, the truly extraordinary places, never actually appear online?
Hmm.
Today, we're diving deep into exactly that, this fascinating reality of off-market luxury real estate.
That's right. We're looking specifically at why a really prominent agency there, Elite Villas Marbella, makes a deliberate choice not to list every single property publicly.
Okay.
It's a strategy, deeply rooted in what the high-end market demands. And their blog post from April 29th last year, why Elite Villas Marbella will never list every property online, it lays it all out. It's about a different level of service.
So forget the usual endless scrolling through listings. This deep dive is kind of a shortcut, helping you understand this, well, discreet side of luxury property.
Mhm.
We'll uncover the logic, why it matters if you're curious about high-end markets, privacy, or just smart real estate strategies. So let's get right to it. Why all the secrecy? Why this exclusivity?
Well, the first big reason Elite Villas Marbella points to in their article is protecting seller privacy. It's paramount.
Right.
For high net worth individuals, you see, a property like this in Marbella isn't just, well, bricks and mortar or an asset. It's really tied up with their identity, their lifestyle.
That makes perfect sense. I mean, if you're talking about someone very wealthy having their, multi-million euro place plastered all over the internet,
Yeah.
that could attract all sorts of unwanted attention, couldn't it?
Exactly. Curious neighbors,
Yeah.
maybe the media, even less scrupulous people. The blog post really stresses this for like top executives, celebrities, athletes, people in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
Discretion in their property dealings as well is just crucial for them. It helps maintain some normalcy, some security,
Yeah.
keeps them away from that constant scrutiny.
Okay, so shielding their private lives is key. But the article also mentions maintaining exclusivity. How does keeping properties off the market actually help with that feeling of specialness?
Ah, yes. Exclusivity. It's a powerful concept in luxury, isn't it? It's not just about something being rare. It taps into that, human desire for status, for being part of something special.
Right.
So by controlling who gets to see certain properties, agencies like Elite Villas Marbella aren't just selling a house. They're offering entry into a very exclusive world, a lifestyle.
So it's like being part of a private club versus just, well, anyone walking in off the street.
Precisely. Think about it. Would you feel more drawn to a stunning, ultra-modern villa in, say, La Zagaleta if you were one of only a handful invited to see it, or if it was just another listing you scrolled past online?
Yeah, definitely the first one. That feeling of being in the know.
Exactly. It elevates the whole thing.
Okay, so it boosts the allure for sellers. But flip that coin, what about the buyers looking for properties for sale in Marbella? What are the advantages for them in this off-market world?
That's really important, and Elite Villas Marbella highlights several big benefits for buyers. A major one is tailored access.
Tailored access. How so?
Well, these hidden properties, they're typically only shown to really serious, pre-qualified buyers. People who've already shown they have the financial means and a genuine interest, often through, initial chats or even some preliminary paperwork.
Ah, okay. So you're not wasting time looking at things that aren't right or competing with people just browsing.
Exactly that. It makes the whole search process much more personal, much more efficient. It respects the buyer's time, their specific needs.
I like the sound of that. More focused. What else?
Another key benefit is reduced competition. It's logical, right? If a property isn't widely advertised, fewer people know about it.
Right.
So there's less chance of getting into those stressful bidding wars that can really push prices up, especially in a hot market like Marbella.
Fewer bidders.
Mm,
Maybe a better price or at least less pressure. That's an interesting angle in the luxury space.
it certainly can be. And linked to that, Elite Villas Marbella talks about the value of more direct communication.
How does that work?
With a smaller, more qualified group involved, the negotiations between the buyer and seller can often be more, let's say, transparent and controlled. There's maybe a greater sense of trust built up.
Okay.
And of course, the privacy factor works both ways. The buyer's transaction can also be kept confidential, which appeals to many people at this level.
A bubble of discretion for everyone involved. Now, the blog post specifically mentions Marbella itself as being sort of perfect for this off-market approach. Why Marbella in particular?
Well, Marbella it's more than just a place, isn't it? Whole lifestyle destination.
Right.
It pulls in a global elite. You've got tech entrepreneurs, international investors, you name it.
A very specific crowd.
A very specific, often very private crowd. So this concentration of high net worth individuals naturally creates a really strong demand for privacy in their big transactions like buying property.
Hmm.
Think about places like La Zagaleta, ultra-exclusive, top security. It's built for privacy.
So the very nature of Marbella's appeal fuels this need for off-market options.
Exactly. The lifestyle demands it.
Right.
And actually, Jonathan Caronin, the founder of Elite Villas Marbella, put it really well in the blog post. He said something like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the real value of a luxury property lies not just in its design or location, but in the lifestyle it offers. And that lifestyle often comes with an expectation of privacy. At Elite Villas Marbella, we respect this need and offer solutions that align with the unique preferences of our clients.
That really sums up the philosophy, doesn't it? Privacy is part of the luxury lifestyle itself. So how does an agency like Elite Villas Marbella actually manage this? Having some properties public, but keeping others private, what's the strategy?
They use what the blog calls a hybrid approach. Their public channels, their website, social media, marketing, they showcase a selection of properties.
Okay.
It gives you a taste of the luxury available in Marbella. You might see some amazing sea view villas, maybe homes right on the golf course. It's that initial hook, that point of contact.
Like a carefully curated shop window. Gives you an idea of their style and quality.
That's a good way to put it. But the truly exceptional stuff, or the properties where the owner absolutely demands discretion, that's kept in their off-market private collection.
And what kind of properties are we talking about there?
The blog mentions examples like really secluded villas in top-gated communities, Sierra Blanca, La Zagaleta, those kinds of places.
The really high-end spots.
Yeah, and homes with, the absolute latest tech and amenities, things like Tesla Starlink for connectivity, maybe advanced security, heated infinity pools, solar panels for sustainability, also unique architect-designed, one-off homes, properties where privacy is just non-negotiable.
So the real hidden gems are unveiled privately. How does a potential buyer actually get access to this hidden inventory through Elite Villas Marbella?
That's where their personalized approach really comes in. They call it buyer onboarding. It sounds a bit formal, but it means they really invest time up front.
To understand the buyer.
Exactly. To understand exactly what the client is looking for, their preferences, their investment goals, what kind of lifestyle they want. It's quite detailed.
Right.
And then, with that deep understanding, they can handpick potential off-market properties that are a genuine match. It's not about showing dozens of places. It's about showing the right places.
So it's a truly bespoke service, tailored.
Precisely. They're offering discreet access to opportunities you simply wouldn't find otherwise. That's really where Elite Villas Marbella creates huge value for their clients, acting as trusted advisors, as gatekeepers to Marbella's most exclusive real estate.
Okay, let's try and pull this all together then. What are the main things we should take away from this, and why should you, listening, care about this?
Well, the core reasons, drawing from Elite Villas Marbella's insights, are really about, number one, protecting seller privacy, number two, using exclusivity strategically in the luxury market, and number three, delivering a much more personalized, efficient experience for serious buyers. And for you, the listener, whether you're actually thinking about buying in Marbella, or maybe you're just fascinated by how these high-end markets work, understanding off-market listings gives you a really valuable insight. It shows how discretion and personalized service function at the very top end.
Yeah, it definitely shows that in luxury real estate, the best opportunities might not be the most visible ones. It highlights how important trust and connections are for accessing these hidden gems.
Exactly. It kind of challenges the normal way we think about searching for property, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it really underlines the value of working with an agency that genuinely prioritizes your specific needs and your privacy.
So maybe the next time you're dreaming about that perfect home, remember that the most incredible options might not be advertised everywhere. They might be the ones waiting to be discovered through a trusted partner.
Well said.
And if this world of exclusive Marbella luxury real estate has caught your interest and you want to explore these kinds of discrete opportunities, we definitely suggest reaching out to Elite Villas Marbella. You can find out more on their website. And check out the possibility of joining Marbella's Elite Circle through the Elite Hub. They offer exclusive invites, news, and updates on the very best homes there.
It's a good way to stay informed.
Definitely. Don't hesitate to connect with them and, as they say, turn your vision into our mission.